by the people, for the people, of the people is the concept of democracy. Before we understand this particular statement, we need to understand the four pillars of the democracy. First one, legislative. Second one, executive. Third one, judiciary. Fourth one, media or press. First, legislative. When we hear the word legislative, we think of legislative assembly. When we think of legislative assembly, we think of member of legislative assembly, MLA. What is this legislative assembly? This is where all the laws of the particular state have been enacted. So the members in this particular legislative assembly are very important person. So when I say they are very important person, because they are lawmakers. Who selects these lawmakers? It is we, the Indian citizens of the particular state. Second one is executives. Who are these executives? It is very easy to understand that the executives are going to execute the laws made by these lawmakers. These executives are called public servants because all these laws in a democratic country are made for the benefit of the people. So those who are implementing these laws are public servants. Third one is judiciary. This is a very important pillar in any democracy because this makes sure the activities of the lawmakers and the public servants are constitutional. When I say constitutional, this third pillar, judiciary, makes sure that the lawmakers and the public servants are following the Indian Constitution. When I say Indian Constitution, this is the supreme law book. Nobody is above this book. This Indian Constitution has been prepared by Dr. Ambedkar and his team. Fourth one is media or press. All the activities of legislative, executive and judiciary must be transparent to the people of India. This is done through the media. This fourth pillar has got a special role in this democracy. Having understood all these four pillars, what is the significance of voting? It is just a simple selection process for members of legislative assembly. Who selects them? It is the Indian citizens of the particular state. The main question is, why do we select them? For example, if we take Tamil Nadu state, currently we have a population of around 10 crores. The question is, can we all 10 crore people sit inside state legislative assembly? It is not possible. So we select our representatives, we select some people and send them to the state legislative assembly. This is called the election process. So the Election Commission of India has divided Tamil Nadu state into 234 constituencies currently. So the people from each constituencies must select one person who would become the member of the legislative assembly, and he becomes responsible for any lawmaking process. So please understand that we are going to select one of the lawmakers from our constituency. The state legislative assembly for Tamil Nadu is located in Chennai, the capital city of Tamil Nadu. All these selected MLAs would be working from this particular office, which is called State Legislative Assembly. Now think about the significance of the voting. It is each Indian citizen's democratic responsibility. This particular democratic responsibility must be exercised with clear thoughts, and the member of Legislative Assembly must be selected wisely, because this is nothing but we are building the first pillar of the democracy. So this particular first pillar must be strong enough. This is fully responsible by the particular state people. If the MLA makes any mistake, which means he is not doing his jobs and responsibility after the election, which means it is the mistake of the particular state's people, because we select them. That is why the voting is really important. That is why the democracy is by the people, for the people, of the people. Please exercise your voting rights wisely. Thank you.